The following podcast contains adult language, profound stupidity, hardcore nudity, and drug references. Children should not listen to it. Everyone else, but fucking Olive. Nailed it.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail with all the necessary and appropriate backlash. My name is Poppascotch, and with me, as always, is Chump Slap.
Cold kicking lyrics like my arm was on fire.
And on the other side of the table, Dr. Syintist.
This guy's taking Roy off the grid!
Thank you. And this week we're talking about a very special game, but before we get to that, how about we just talk about, bullshit going on in our lives that refer to stuff that works with this podcast. Dr. Syintist, what have you been playing, watching, doing? What's going on?
I was enjoying your jumbling around that first couple seconds.
Yeah, there was some gymnastics going on. I was trying to get somewhere. It took too long. It's all right. Anyway, like you were saying.
I didn't really do much this week because I was spring cleaning. I beat Beyond Two Souls. It's pretty good. And
nice.
I started watching Night Flyers, I think it's called, on Netflix.
The fuck is that?
It's a space show, sort of like Another Life.
Is it a Netflix original?
I believe so.
What was it called again?
Night Flyers, I think it's called.
Okay. Is it so far so good, or?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Sci-fi enough?
Yeah.
Did you see they just released the newest season of The Expanse?
Yeah. I still haven't watched season 3.
Ooh, you're missing out, buddy. They're all on Prime now, I think.
I know. I thought they always were.
They might have been. I don't know. I'm really bad at that.
I've been meaning to watch them all again because I don't remember anything that happens.
Gotcha. But what else did you watch?
That's it. That's literally
That's all you did?
Yeah.
And
clean,
obviously, old
clean.
episodes of Psych, I assume.
Yeah. Had to have watched some Psych, right?
Oh, in the background while I was
Yeah.
cleaning. Yeah.
You can't clean without Psych on.
Yeah.
I get it. Oh, what about you said you played Beyond Two Souls. How was that? Would you give it the stamp of approval?
Yeah, it's if you liked Heavy Rain, it's much better than Heavy Rain, I thought.
Whoa. Much better?
Okay, it's better.
Okay.
Well, okay.
That's more like it.
I mean,
Yeah, you
Chump
were about
Slap
to-
won't play it, but
Nope.
You're about to get so out of line.
Who do you think you are?
Yeah, I have no strong feelings about this at all. But that's interesting. So if you're up for that kind of game, that's a good one of those types of games.
yes.
All right.
Fair enough.
And that's all I did. So, how's Death Stranding coming, Chump Slap?
Yeah, good question, Chump Slap.
Well, way to push it on me. Well, I was looking for a good sale on it. Haven't found one yet. I'm still looking though.
I know you won't buy it.
I'm looking at Control. It's
Oh, I did buy Control, but I didn't play it.
it's down. How much did you get it for?
I think it was 35.
Yeah, that's what I saw it at. But
I think they just released some DLC for it too.
yeah, they did.
Yeah, but I haven't played DLC for anything in a long time.
Yeah, DLC's for suckers.
But you guys, I'm telling you, Control is definitely Chump Slap. I know you'll like it. Syintist, I'm pretty sure you'll be interested. I mean, if you like Beyond Two Souls and that, yeah, I think it'd be up your alley.
Well,
Maybe
days
we
we'll get
talk
to it.
about that in a future episode. Who knows?
ooh, let's hope so.
Who knows when I'll start it?
But anyway, since we're kicking it to me, I didn't play anything. I don't know why. I just kept looking at sales, and I was like, ooh, is this on sale yet? Yeah, it's not low enough.
Toe Jam and Earl wasn't on sale, by the way. I looked.
It was earlier.
Not cheap enough.
Okay. $15 too much for you, huh?
Yeah, it's about $10 too high.
We're not made of money over here, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I watched a shit ton of movies, but I'll talk about 4 of them.
Let's have fucking Chump's last movie corner. I love it. Let's do it.
I watched The Gate 2.
The Gate 2.
Yeah. It was a damn good movie.
Yeah.
80s style. Where they create a demon and then the demon grants wishes. But
Everything turns to shit.
everything turns to literal shit.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. It's fucking amazing.
Great practical effects.
Yes, exactly. Little fucking claymation demon running around. It's pretty cool.
I'm gonna have to look it up. I don't remember this one at all.
Yeah, me neither. That's why I watched it. Because I remember the Gate 1, but it doesn't really have anything to do with it. Then I saw...
Trespassers?
What?
No, just saying that it's subtitled The Trespassers.
Oh, really?
Gate 2, The Trespassers.
Are you sure? You were going to have to write The Gate?
Well, is there another The Gate?
I don't know. But Trespasser seems like an odd title for it.
Yeah, it didn't... Well, I don't know.
Well, it's a gate. You're trespassing through the gate.
Yeah, whatever. But you ever see the movie DC Cab?
No.
I've heard of it.
It's like 87 or so. It's got Mr. T, Gary Busey.
So it's a tour de force.
Yeah, it's like one of those gang of ragtag people trying to save a business.
Oh, I was hoping for a buddy cop comedy.
Yeah.
Directed by Joel Schumacher?
Yeah. Exactly.
I've never heard. Where are you finding these?
Amazon.
Okay.
If you watch a really bad, like, 80s movie,
They'll recommend them all.
they'll say,
They're like, oh, we got you covered, buddy.
yeah. They're like, for people who watch Gate 2, watch this. It's not that good, but it's worth watching if you're in for a Mr. T movie.
I'm so often thinking, man, I could go for a Mr. T movie right now.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Watched Hancock again. It was, I don't like it.
And why'd you watch it again?
I don't know, because I thought I did like it. I was like, yeah, it's Will Smith. How bad can it be?
I liked it conceptually, but I didn't like how halfway through it turned into a completely different movie.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
And it's like, oh yeah, Charlize Theron, I'm a super person too. How about that?
How about that?
Spoilers,
Oh.
I guess. For a
Yeah,
20-year-old
now you
movie.
can get hurt because you're so close to me, which didn't make any sense.
No, it sure did not.
She's made of kryptonium.
Yeah, it was dumb. I didn't like it at all. And I watched, well, this one took me a while, The Irishman.
Oh yeah, the whole thing. You got through all of it.
Yeah, one sitting.
Wow.
I spent like an hour on my phone through the middle. I don't think I missed anything.
Well, what'd you think? Let's hear it.
I thought it was boring. It was drawn out.
No practical effects.
I think there might have been some practical blood splatter and shit. That was pretty cool. I like watching people get shot.
I saw Billy Eichner. There was a tweet like, "What's one thing you'd say during sex and during The Irishman?" And he responded, "Hey, there's no women here."
Touche.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, but I don't know. Joe Pesci's still awesome. He's old as fuck now.
Well, yeah, he was old when he did.
I know,
Lethal
but
Weapon.
he looks old. Like,
How old is he? Poppascotch, you're the movie expert.
say about
What are your guesses while I'm not stalling to look this up?
67.
I was gonna say 68. Let's go with 70.
Oh, I thought you were gonna
Straight up 70.
Price is Right me.
It's always Price is Right rules.
$1.
What were the guesses?
67,
70.
70. Yeah.
70 wins. He was born in 1943.
Ooh.
So he's 76.
Oh,
Right?
that's old. Yeah.
That's some quick math over here. Maybe they'll start calling me the sign.
Well, when you look it up, doesn't it say his birthday and then how old he is right after it?
No, it just says his birthday in this one.
Yeah, but I don't know. The Irishman, it was all right.
Yeah.
But it just, like, why? It didn't need to get made. And it seemed like they wasted a whole bunch of good actors that didn't seem like they were acting. You know what I mean? They're just playing some guy. Well, I guess there was Jimmy Hoffa.
He's dead. How could he have acted in the movie?
He was. I don't even want to get into it.
It was
use a hologram
complicated.
like
There were
Tupac?
like spirit rituals. It was a whole thing to get him back.
Did you see the Gate too? They kind of did that.
So he turned into shit afterwards.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It comes around and they re-explain it and go over everything real great and naturally in the Gate 3. You just gotta wait for that one.
Can't wait for that one. I've been hearing rumors. But other than that, yeah, that's all I did. Oh, and I watched the first 4 episodes of Rick and Morty this season.
Oh, I completely forgot that was out.
What are your thoughts so far?
I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I don't like things I used to like anymore.
I have a feeling like they're trying to be too Rick and Morty with Rick and Morty now. Like they're just not doing what they did in the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, like the first 2 seasons. Well, maybe if I went back to the first, they seemed like they were fucking 10 years ago.
They probably were.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I watched them, and I know exactly what you're saying. It feels like something's missing.
Yeah.
I think I'm just guessing, like, kind of just how I feel about this, but I feel like they did this huge reveal with this huge galactic government, and then, like, the Council of Ricks, and then they just bypassed all of the, like, every big threat to Rick is now done. So is it just going to be, like, these insular one-episode adventures?
I think so.
Like, they're not building to anything anymore.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah,
I mean,
I
it's
don't
still funny. I still like it. I'll still watch it, but...
Yeah, I still laughed out loud a couple times, but...
Oh, yeah. You know how I felt this way about It's Always Sunny for a couple of years in there? I'd watch them, I'd be like, oh, those are all right, and then I'd come back later and be like, no, actually, these were really good.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe I'll have to watch them again.
Yeah, it might just be your mindset now, but...
Yeah, maybe I was just not in a good mood when I watched them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who the fuck knows? Who am I to judge?
Exactly.
I can't make
Isn't that what this
shit.
podcast is about?
Judging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not people, though, just the projects they work on and love.
Yeah.
So what did you do, Poppascotch?
Yeah, come on. Tell us you did something.
Yeah, did something exciting.
I did, I played video game-wise. I'm going to start there because the movie reveal is going to be a big one.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so let's build some tension. So I played a little bit of NHL, and I actually went back in and played some Division 2.
Oh.
Oh, you had to scratch the itch?
There was a DLC that was released, and since I got the version I got it for free, so I was like, I'll see what's going on. And there was a bunch of missions inside the Pentagon, so that was pretty cool.
Did you get it for free or did you pay extra for it?
No, I paid extra originally for it.
Okay.
So I didn't get it for free. They gave it to me and were like, hey, fuckface, remember when you paid for this? And I was like, ah, shit. Well,
It was nice of them to remind you.
I already paid
true.
for it. So I did that. It was fine to go back. It was nice to I don't know, play a game with no sound while I watched a movie.
Oh, yeah.
That's my favorite part about it right now.
Fair enough.
But I did that for game-wise. I didn't get back into Lollipop Chainsaw or Ghostbusters, but I plan to. I'm not abandoning those, I swear.
I think you are.
I really do. I probably am, but I don't want to. But one of the movies I watched, this is a big one, on the Shout Factory release of The Burbs,
Oh, yeah?
there's the work print edition.
What the hell's that mean?
Are you familiar with what a work print is?
No.
Okay. Syintist, you probably don't know either. But it's when they make a movie, the work print is like the one they go off of. It's the master one. It's just every scene as it was shot, as it's supposed to be in the script.
Oh,
So-
before they cut it and edit
Yeah,
it
before
and
they
shit?
cut it down or change things around for flow or took different takes. You know, something like that. So it's a very rough version. It was clearly sent to, it's like at a different frame rate. So it's just a
Okay.
little bit faster.
How can it be at a different frame rate?
Well, it's film was shot at 24 frames per second, and then VHS it was probably taken up to 29.
Okay.
It was just probably dumped on a VHS tape to give to the director to look at. You know, it was never supposed to be the final product. So there's like temporary music in it, but they did have a lot more of like what's the guy's name? His neighbor. Well, they're all neighbors.
Dan Aykroyd.
No, it's not Dan Aykroyd. You're thinking of Rick Document.
No, I was thinking of
Dan Aykroyd.
the one with Digital Underground.
Nothing But Trouble.
Yes, that's what I was thinking of.
Why?
I don't know.
No.
Demi Moore.
Just to be random.
But anyway, so I watched that. I got to get it to you somehow. It's worth watching if you're a fan, for sure.
All right, cool.
Then I also started watching a Netflix show called Daybreak. Have you guys heard anything about this?
I've heard about it.
Is that the zombie one?
Yeah, it's a zombie one.
Kids in high school?
Didn't appeal to me.
Yeah, it's definitely like a YA thing. It's probably not for me. I watched half of it. I'm probably going to finish the first season, but it's like a little too clever for its own good.
Yeah, I think I watched like the first 2 or 3 episodes.
Sounds right up your alley since you love Riverdale so much.
How dare you? I'm more of a Sabrina guy, first of all.
Yeah, we know this.
But yeah, I mean Matthew Broderick's in it. so I figured I'd give it a shot. It had zombies
From
and Matthew
Godzilla
Broderick.
fame.
Yes, exactly.
But it's I'll see how it finishes. It's okay. And then I forgot that The Expanse came out, so I started watching like the back half of the third season because I completely forgot everything that happened in there.
Fair enough.
And then that's my TV watching. And then tomorrow I have a screening of Scrooged to get to. So to get in the Christmas spirit.
Oh shit!
Why don't you just staple them on their heads?
I love this little guy. I'd never do that. Oh, such a great movie.
Classic.
Ah, come on. You paid for the women. Anyway, so yeah, that's what I watched. That's it. I got nothing else to talk about.
All right.
The only thing I can really think of that I might want to add is a whole bunch of news about video games that came out this week.
That's called a segue.
You like that? Fuck yeah.
It's pretty neat.
So, yeah, we had a bunch of news. The first
How
one
much
we're
news?
talking about is a new BioShock game was announced.
Oh, I didn't see this.
Yeah, it doesn't intrigue me.
Yeah, there's the studio, or 2K has opened a studio called Cloud Chamber just for the reason of developing a new BioShock game.
And Ken Levine doesn't have anything to do with it.
Ken Levine doesn't have anything to do with it, but right after, like possibly that afternoon, this news broke. Kotaku released an article that said there were rumors that this development has been going on for years, possibly having several different reboots. So we're probably still multiple years out from this game coming out,
Oh, probably.
but at the
like
same time, it's like
Yeah.
I mean, they were always going to make another one. I don't know why we would have thought they wouldn't.
Yeah, this is like Cyberpunk 2077 or whatever.
Yeah.
Talk about it now. You'll hear about it 8 years from now.
That game still doesn't come out for just under 4 months.
Still?
Yeah, April something.
Yeah, I'm already tired of it.
Me too. I did also, I forgot to mention, I did pick up The Outer Worlds. I have a copy of it around here somewhere, but I haven't.
Oh, yeah. That's
I saw that was on sale and I almost bought it.
Yeah, that was like 30, I think I picked it up. Maybe 35.
Nice.
If it was about half that price, I'd get it.
15? You wouldn't give it a shot for $30? You'd have to wait till it's 15?
No, definitely not.
I'll wait till they hand it out like they usually do.
Yeah, don't they like hand out bags of games at Christmas?
Yes.
I think that's how it works. But there was also Sony's State of Play was also happening last week. And mostly it's just ads and notes of games coming out. Some of the ones to talk about are the Kingdom Hearts 3 will have DLC dropping on January 23rd, 2020.
Yep.
Untitled Goose Game is coming to PS4, and that is going to be out this Tuesday, 2 days ago on December 17th.
Oh, I played it already.
Yeah, how was it? Was it great?
It's so goosey.
You heard it here first. So goosey. Nice. And then the other one that came out was the announcement for the Resident Evil 3 remake, which is going to come out April 3rd. I saw the trailer for that, and I didn't remember fucking anything about that game.
Yeah,
I feel like we had this discussion before that we didn't remember anything from Resident Evil 3.
Actually, we had that discussion in an episode in the future.
So there.
We'll just let that.
My time travel.
We'll let that lie right there. How about that? And then
That sounds good.
we'll go ahead and we'll move on. We'll talk about the 2019 Game Awards that came up.
Yes, sir.
So I also looked up into this, and I wanted to see. Apparently, these Game Awards were decided by 50 or more publications. Basically, each publication chose 5 games per category, and that was like 90% of the voting. And the fans decided something like 10% of the voting.
Yeah, so it's just whoever pays more.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like an Oscar.
Yeah, exactly. Same concept. But the Sekiro wins the Game of the Year.
About time.
Yeah, so they get to... I didn't know it'd get it this year. I thought maybe next year it'd pull it out, though.
I know, but...
What were the runners up?
I don't have that right in front of me yet, so I can look that up.
There were none.
Everybody just picked
hands
Sekiro
down.
5
100%.
times.
It was crazy.
The other games that got some recognition, The best community support went to Destiny 2.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't
Community
know.
support.
That people just play it even though it sucks?
I think it has
suck.
something to still actively working on the game, like releasing patches, doing that stuff, and supporting the community of it, rather than just saying, here you go play this. We're going to stop working on it. Maybe? I don't know. That's my
It
guess.
sounds like another award you pay for.
Probably.
Listen to this cynical guy.
The other Game of the Year candidates were Control, Death Stranding, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Resident Evil 2, and The Outer Worlds.
Well, at least fucking Death Stranding didn't win.
Yeah, I know.
I know, it's probably the best one I've played.
There were a lot of like esports awards, which we'll just skip over. But one game that got a lot of awards that I've never even heard of: Best Narrative, Best RPG, Best Indie, and Fresh Indie Game went to Disco Elysium.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I wanted to get that and play that for a while. I just haven't yet. Waiting for it to go on sale.
Well, it should be on sale now because it just won a whole shitload of awards.
Do they have the awards sale?
Yeah, it's going on right now.
Oh.
Till the 17th, I think. Well, I mean, it just ended.
I don't think Disco Elysium was on there.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing it.
Neither was Death Stranding, I checked. Still too new, I guess.
Yeah.
But also, Best Art Direction, Control got that one, which good for them. Best Game Direction was Death Stranding. And Best VR Game was Beat Saber. This isn't a comprehensive list. If you want to know all the winners from the 2019 Game Awards, use Google. That's what I got. There were also a bunch of announcements. The next Xbox, called Xbox Series
Jesus.
X, was announced, and they put out a picture of it.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
It looks like a space heater.
Yeah.
I like the design, though. It's different.
I want it to just be a mannequin. You stick the disc into like its stomach and it plays.
It's like a double tall GameCube, really.
I think it looks stupid, but that might just be me being like, that doesn't look like everything looks. So
No, it does look dumb. You're
It's
right.
not going to fit on a shelf
Yeah.
as well as most things.
yeah, I think it's just the volume is weird because you can't stand it up straight because it'll get in like the view of your TV if you have like your table too high up.
Yeah, I don't know. It's silly. And a stupid fucking name.
Yeah, it's
Can we
bad.
say that?
They are not naming these well. There was a guy that did a tweet that had like all the Xbox that came out, like Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox X, Xbox One, like all of these, and then it's like PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 2. And he just said something along the lines of like, one of these are marketing geniuses, and I have no idea which one it is. But also announced was a new game from Gearbox, a whole new IP called Godfall. And the reason we're talking about this is because it was the first official PS5 announced game.
Oh.
It just has like a sizzle trailer with a bunch of action in it, and it looks like a Destiny clone. That's just what I'm saying based on the trailer. Could be completely wrong, but that's what it looks like for now.
No, you're probably right.
Is it gun based?
It looks exactly the same. It looks like guns and like power armor. Something like Titanfall or
Something like Anthem should have been.
Destiny or Anthem, like in that family. That's what it looks like. Again, could be completely wrong. Have not seen any gameplay, but judging by the subscription models we follow now, that's probably exactly what it is.
Yeah, let's hope so.
And then also announced Surgeon Simulator 2, which is always a fun game.
I've never played
No
it.
More Heroes 3 was announced.
Wow, that's been called for a lot.
And a game I did not see coming, The Wolf Among Us 2 from Telltale is coming out.
Was there more than one comic?
Yeah, there were a whole bunch.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I only thought there was that one.
No, it kept
it
going after that.
Telltale game?
This is a Telltale game.
It was a pretty good one.
I thought The Wolf Among Us was like an action platformer.
No, it's a Telltale game.
What the hell am I thinking of?
I have no idea.
You're thinking of The Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, yes. That's
that
right.
was an action platform.
Yeah. Remember, you had to do lewds and stuff.
And another game, Fast and Furious Crossroads, was announced.
Ah, that looked so bad.
I don't know what kind of game that is.
Just like the models looked funny. They look like out of date.
Yeah, I think it's going to be one of those
Fast and
shitty,
Furious games set in the past.
shitty time. Vin Diesel's in it. Michelle Rodriguez is in it. There's a lot of cars and action and cars driving around, so I thought it'd be like Like a Need
Fast
for
and Furious
Speed
game?
Rivals situation?
I don't know what any of those are.
You don't know what Need for Speed is.
I know what they are, but I don't know what it means. Like,
Then
what
why'd
makes it
you-
different than any other racing game?
Need for Speed is cool.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
seems hard to believe.
Yeah.
Rick. So,
It's pretty neat.
all right, that's all the news I got. Holy shit, that was a lot.
Did you guys see the new Ghostbusters trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think about that.
Nah, I don't either.
I'm intrigued.
Well,
Yeah.
you're just intrigued because it's called Ghostbusters.
Well, it's written by Dan Aykroyd and directed by
Chevy Chase?
the same guy.
Oh, Raimi.
Yeah.
They did say that all the surviving members of the Ghostbusters family are going to be in it. So,
Are any of them not surviving?
Yeah, Egon.
Oh, that's right.
yeah, Harold Ramis. He's no longer with us.
Nope.
They should do him as a hologram.
They
He
hate-
should be a ghost.
Ah,
Whoa.
perfect. Oh, my God.
They hate us because they rame us.
Wow. Is that why you brought up the Ghostbusters trailer so you could say that joke?
Oh, I've been sitting on that one for a minute.
Piece of shit. I knew it. Oh, but yeah, I did see it. It looks interesting. Everyone's like, oh, it looks exactly like Stranger Things with the Stranger Things vibe. And it's
Yeah,
like,
I don't like how there's the little kids in it. That was weird.
and it's going to be weird having nothing to do with New York.
Yeah, that's Slime Square.
Times Square slime.
All right. Well, how about we get into the actual game we're going to talk about this week? How's that sound?
Yeah, let's jump into it. Wasting enough time at the
Yeah,
top.
really.
I mean, we're not keeping you, are you? Are we, scientists?
Yeah,
Of course we are.
Got a
He's
minute?
got more cleaning to do.
I got some work to do tonight.
Cleaning work?
No, like work.
Like paid for work.
Yeah,
Loser.
Oh,
work
gotcha.
trips.
So this game was released on March 22nd, 2005 as a PS2 exclusive developed by SIE Santa Monica, Ready at Dawn Studios, Java Ground, and SOE-LA, and published by SCEA, Sony Computer Entertainment of America. Of course, we are talking about the genre-defying hack-and-slash classic, God of War.
Yeah.
I can't. 2005. Wow.
Yeah. Long time ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
he's come a long way.
So this game, it's a hack and slash action platform adventure, and it was written by Marianne Krawczyk, I think is how you pronounce that name. I'm gonna
Don't
go with
know.
it.
If you say it with question marks, you can't be wrong.
Krawczyk.
Krawczyk. She also most notably did Shank and Shank 2. She wrote those games as well.
Which were almost nearly as good hack and slashes.
Yep. And then
Won't go that far.
yeah, let's not get crazy. So who picked this one this week? Wasn't this you, Dr. Scientist?
It's
It was
obviously
me.
a scientist pick.
Well, why don't you go ahead and give us a little lead into the game? Where are we at when the game starts? What's your favorite color? Anything?
My favorite color is red,
Oh.
but
Huh, didn't know that.
the game starts with our protagonist Kratos on top of a cliff, and he's saying
Say, woe is me.
waxing poetic about the gods have abandoned him and
Nobody likes
nobody.
me.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and then he jumps off the cliff.
Yep.
And then we get the 3 weeks earlier.
Well, yeah, and then a voice who you don't know who this is at the time, but it's Gaia, starts saying about his 10 years of suffering and death was going to be his escape from this. And then it flashes back to the.
Oh, it was Gaia? I thought it was Athena.
I thought
No,
it was
it's
Athena
Gaia.
too.
I thought it was Gaia.
Maybe.
Maybe it is Athena.
I don't know.
It sounds more like Gaia, but
I'll look it up. But anyway, like you were saying.
then it flashes back to 3 weeks earlier, which is weird because this game jumps all over through time with flashbacks and kind of stuff. He was the champion of the gods and blah, blah, blah. And he's sent you back to a ship that's being attacked by a Hydra, which is like your tutorial stage. There.
Yep.
And that's kind of how the game starts.
And there you go.
Yeah, basically, it's a hack and slash, obviously, but it takes parts, not even characters maybe, from
Greek mythology.
Greek mythology
Roman
and kind of just adds them to the story. It's not obviously not what happened to Greek mythology or what any of that lore is. It just like took the characters and some of the events and kind of just wielded the story around it, which I'm not complaining. Totally fine with that.
No, I like that.
It's great.
It gives you lots of enemies to fight and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's definitely like it feels like they saw Tomb Raider, because there's a bunch of puzzles and stuff like that, but they basically took all the bad parts out of Tomb Raider and put together this really solid puzzle game.
Yeah, with a great story.
And just, if we're comparing Tomb Raider and God of War, it makes way more sense that these puzzles are in God of War than they are in Tomb Raider.
Yeah, there's a lot more nipples in God of War, surprisingly.
I don't know if it's a surprise.
Well, I mean,
Kratos has 2.
Fine.
Yes, there absolutely were. So, where does the game start? After you jump off the cliff, and then we go back in time.
Yeah, you're on the boat, and you're on this boat to save, I guess, the people from the Hydra that's attacking the boat.
I think Poseidon just asked you to kill the Hydra.
Yeah, he does.
He doesn't care about the people.
Well, that's true.
Maybe he does, but I don't think so.
But it's his sea, so I assume it's...
Yeah, all right.
Shenanigans on his sea he doesn't want to deal with.
So he fights through the boat and eventually gets to the Hydra, which kind of sets the thing for every God of War game where you fight a boss right in the beginning.
I know. It made me want to play it again, but it looks horrible.
It's so hard because it's fixed cameras too. Don't forget that.
Yeah, that's true.
I did see the cutscene video I watched, by the way. Shout out to Gamers Little Playground again.
What?
But the one I did watch was from the new remaster, and I was still like,
Yeah, it still didn't look that good.
But for its time, it was amazing.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I'm just saying
Yeah.
that the idea of me going back and starting it up Lollipop Chainsaw style, I was like, Don't think so.
You fight and kill the Hydra after it swallows a guy.
The captain.
So then you cut the Hydra's head off, you go inside the Hydra, you get the key from the captain.
I love that scene.
Yeah, where he picks him up by the
He's
key.
like, oh, you're here to save me. Thank you.
Nope, I'm here for this. And he just takes the key off his neck.
Just lets him fall and die. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, we should get it out of the way very quickly that Kratos is a piece of shit.
He's angry.
Yeah. That sounded not agreeable.
He's just a little angry.
He's kind of a dick.
After this, it goes to a little bit of the narrator talking about the brutal past that Kratos has had and killing, and the horrors of his past plague him. They don't really give any specifics at this point, but...
No. Then he calls to Athena.
Yeah.
He's like, Athena, relieve me of this. I've been 10 years of servitude to you fucking gods.
Yeah.
Let me go.
She says, I have one task for you, Kratos. If you can do this, your sins will be forgiven. And then she talks about Ares is attacking her town of Athens. So if you stop him, your past will be forgiven. And the gods don't forget those who helped them.
And the gods can't do it because Zeus says gods can't fight other gods.
Yeah. So she's
So he
sending
needs a mortal.
Kratos with his blades of chaos to try and fight and kill a god.
Which I don't understand that everyone's in agreement that Ares has to stop, but at the same time they're like, no, but gods can't fight other gods. But we can give this human the power of gods to fight him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a rule.
Yeah.
Like Zeus is like, no infighting, but Ares is being a dick. So
You can undermine each other. You just can't do it directly.
yeah, we can help this guy.
That sounds very backstabby.
Oh, the gods are dicks.
Yeah.
That's one thing you'll know if you play this series.
Yeah.
So then you arrive in Athens with Ares attacking the town and his minions running around fighting and killing everybody.
Yeah.
And what are his minions?
Minotaurs and just stupid little army guys.
Is there a story behind that, or is it just they took characters out and gave them shields and swords and shit?
I think that's it.
Which, again, fine with. Just trying to connect some fancy dots, try to give him some extra credit. We'll see how it goes. But
Yeah, where does he get minions? Does he just make them?
He's
They
God
don't really
of
go
War,
into it.
I guess. Yeah.
But
yeah, we never really thought about that, huh? Because he's the god of war, but that doesn't mean he'd have an army.
no.
Although you kind of think you would.
Yeah, it does go either way. Because you'd think if any of the gods had an army, it'd be him. He's the god of
Yeah,
war.
but how does he just create the army?
Maybe there are souls who have
Yeah,
died
what, does he
valiantly
get them
in
from
battle.
Hades?
Like Valhalla.
Yeah, but why is there a Hades?
Well, that's where all the losers go.
Yeah, I don't know.
It could just be. It could also be a bunch of guys like Kratos who he just. All right,
Just
I helped you in
tricked him.
battle. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I'll give you that.
It's also possible. And, none of these, I don't want to say excuses, but none of these reasons that are popping up are completely insane. Like, they all make sense of why it would have happened in this world. So that I think the story, not giving away a spoiler for my rating later on, but it definitely gets some points for stuff like that where there's plot holes but the world that has been set up around those plot holes, it's like, yeah, you could have like 19 different things that would be possible
Yeah,
here.
he could just have like followers that like worship him that are like, we'll fight for you wherever you want us. So, yeah.
And it's probably a lot easier to pick and choose your favorite god when you're seeing physical manifestations of them walking around.
Yeah, fucking destroying cities.
Fucking huge guy just stepping on shit.
Right, like who wouldn't be like, yo, I believe in the gods. Really? You're an idiot. That's made up. Really, one's right over there right now.
You
destroying the
missed them?
fuck out of everything.
It's really loud. How do you not hear that?
It's like, you should start believing too, because this shit's going to get out of hand. Yeah. Oh, Christ. But after that, we killed the Hydra. We let the dude die. That was pretty rad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're already in Athens. Fighting
So-
minotaurs and shit.
And most of this game, maybe 30-40% actually takes place in Athens. Maybe less than that.
Probably less than that.
Probably
spend
20.
You spend a lot of time in the desert. And
Yeah, I'd say about 60 to 80% of the game takes place in the fucking temple.
And then the whole bunch in hell.
Yeah.
But the point I'm getting at is the catalyst for while you're doing what you're doing is Ares is attacking Athens. You need to save Athens, so you need to stop Ares. While he's in the process of doing it, by the way, here's multiple hours of side quests till we get to the point where you can fight Ares.
Yeah, I don't know why she sends you right to Athens right away.
well, that's where he's attacking.
Yeah, but she knows you can't attack him yet because you don't have the power.
Yeah. Well.
I think it's just all to meet the Oracle.
And
Oh, yeah, true.
by the way, Guy is the narrator of all God of War games.
Okay. It did sound like it now that you're saying it, but
Maybe not the newest
no,
one.
that's
but
guy of some Norse
yeah.
myth.
All right. So when you get to Athens, you do some fighting and stuff, and then you come across Aphrodite, who gives you the magic and makes you fight the Medusa, who are some of the most annoying enemies in any of the God of War games.
Yeah, they're pretty bad. I remember the first time I fought them. I died so many times.
Yeah, because I didn't know how to get out of the stone right away.
Yeah, you got to shake
Yep.
the controller back and forth.
But you can turn enemies to stones, which helps a lot in some parts of the game.
Yeah. That's when he cut off Medusa's head.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so once you get that power, it's game changer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you just wear it like lollipop chainsaw just on your
Yeah.
dangling from your belt.
Also, maybe this was first.
Touche.
At one point, you see a woman standing there who's the Oracle of Athens and tells Kratos to come to the temple and find her. So she will show you how to murder a god. I like how they frame it like murder right away. But
Yeah. Yeah, not fight to the death.
Yeah, just-
honorably. Just
murder.
murder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I believe that the oracles all got like a very thin veil of silk on as a top, and that's it.
If she's wearing a top at all, yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely wearing like a piece of greasy paper. You see right through it.
There's a lot of boob jiggle in this too.
Yes.
Yeah, so many boobs. So many boobs in this game.
You know how many boobs I saw?
13.
Now, this isn't the one with the sex mini game. I think that's two.
They all have sex
Oh,
mini
yeah.
game.
Oh, does this
does.
one? I
Yeah,
forgot.
in the
if this
beginning
one
on the boat before you
Yeah.
talk to Athena.
Yeah, when they're narrating like you've had so many women
Yeah.
and blah blah blah.
But you can't stop the horrors of his past.
Yeah.
So you continue on a little bit more and you come across Zeus.
All right, hold on a second. Right before you get to Zeus, what was it with this woman? She's like, monster! And then she runs away from you, and then she gets up to like a balcony and just falls off the edge.
Yeah, there's just random people dying,
It
I
was
guess.
so weird.
I think it's supposed to just show you the chaos in the town.
I guess, but
But they didn't have enough like processing power to show other people and other animations doing it. So like,
Yeah.
just use the same chick. It's fine.
yeah, that's fair.
I do like how Kratos just stands there and watches her.
Yeah, she just kills herself. What an idiot.
He's not there to save people.
No,
Trying to save the
he's
city.
he is very clear about that. Yeah, what a dick. Anyway,
You talk to Zeus, okay?
Yeah, and you talk to Zeus and he gives you lightning bolts, which you can throw, which lets you kill the guy on the other side of the bridge who wouldn't open the bridge for you.
Oh, yes.
is this the only ranged weapon you get?
I believe so in this one.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I mean, the Blades of Chaos are sort of ranged, but
Yeah, and the Medusa head.
yeah, the Medusa head is a little.
Dude,
But,
once I got that power up to spin around and just basically be a windmill of Blades of Chaos, that was pretty much all you needed in this game.
Yeah. I also like I think it was like XX triangle where you like hit them up in the air and then slam them back down.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
But as soon as you shoot the guy, the Oracle's on the other side. And then Harpies descend and pick her up. And she's like, no, Kratos, come save me. So that's your next. You walk towards the temple of the Oracle or whatever it is in Athens.
Wherever she's getting taken to.
Now, remind me again why we cared about the Oracle. Did we just see her and decide to follow her, or was it a mission to save her?
She said, come find her, and she'll tell you how to murder a god.
Yeah.
Athena told you to go find her.
And then the Oracle tells you, she'll tell you, and then she runs
Yeah.
away or something.
Well, you can't get to her right away at that point. She's like on the other side of a bridge or something.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but so now that we're talking through this in our with our faces, so once the Oracle tells you where to find the thing you need,
She hasn't yet.
she has not yet, right? So everyone's acting like we don't know this is a thing, and we don't know we need to send you to the thing. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm pretty sure Athena knows exactly what you need.
right? So why doesn't she tell you? Why do I have to go find the Oracle?
Maybe it's part of the thing they can't tell you.
Yeah, maybe
Same
she
reason
can't
they can't
directly
fight
help
Hera's,
you.
yeah.
Oh, like a bullshit Zeus rule.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I can't tell you exactly what you need, but maybe you should talk to this exact person right here, and they might know. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm allowed to tell the Oracle such things.
Yeah.
And you could talk to the Oracle, but
But I can't tell you.
yeah, that's probably what it is.
It's like 6 degrees of murdering gods.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever tried. It's hard to fucking
Yeah.
do.
They're so clicky. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's hard to get in, and then they're dicks most of the time.
I know.
But soon after the Oracle gets picked up by the Harpies, you come across the grave digger who's digging a grave outside of the thing and talks to Kratos all cryptically. And
Yeah, he's like, yeah, this grave's almost ready for you.
yeah, it's yours. Ha ha ha.
And isn't that like a Shakespeare narrative device?
What?
Yeah,
The gravedigger character?
yeah, it's weird.
Just some type of foreshadowing shit.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a warning to a certain character, or like part of it will be comic relief
Yeah,
with the gravedigger. I mean,
There's
there's a lot of death in those times, so a lot of reasons to work in gravediggers into your stories.
True that.
There's a lot of literary devices in this because it started in Medias Res, like in the other ones, like Max Payne that we talked about.
No, yes. It's exactly like Max Payne.
Just the beginning. Starts in the middle of things and not at the beginning of the story. So the Gravedigger gives you some weird allusions to what's going to happen. And that you got to go save the Oracle now. And then there's a little bit of narration of Gaia saying he's set in motion his own downfall.
Yeah, she's like, oh, you're a brutal captain, Sparta,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
And then there's a flashback.
Yeah, the game, for its time especially, does a great job with revealing information via flashback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what flashbacks are meant for. But I thought this one did a great job of, like, it tells the story of the beginning of how Kratos became Kratos, of the 10 years since, and then it also shows what's happening now. And they layer it pretty well. It's very well paced.
Yeah, it really makes you want to keep playing and be like, oh, what happened?
Yeah, and it's a slow build. It doesn't tell you at all. It doesn't dump it all in one flashback.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it teases it. Like when they first showed him go into that church or whatever and murder all those people, you saw like a woman and a child drop, and you're like, oh shit, this guy's a dick.
Whoa, spoiler.
Yeah, we're not there yet. But, you know.
And the game's 14 fucking years old.
Seriously.
Like,
Yeah, but the Oracle touches you, and you have this flashback of that he was a leader of the Spartan army, and he was brutal and effective, and the only person he was afraid of was his wife, I guess was what they said, something like that.
Yeah. His wife was a real hard ass.
Yeah, but she loved Kratos. And then the Oracle tells you that the only way to kill a god is with Pandora's box, and then she tells you how to get there, which is some long and convoluted way.
She's like, yeah, it's out there in the desert.
Yeah, you got to go through the desert of lost souls, and
You'll run into the last Titan
yeah,
named Kronos. You're going to climb on his back.
and you got to climb up for a couple of days.
You'll find it.
in this temple that we built.
Yeah,
I
on
just-
the
I
back
guess-
of a Titan.
Yeah, but Zeus hid it on the back of a Titan because he didn't want people getting to it.
Well, I thought it was more of a punishment for Kronos, but
Oh, I thought he just.
I think
like,
it's
here.
I think it's the best of both worlds for Zeus.
Yeah,
Like it's a punishment for Kronos. Was Kronos the one that ate his children?
yes.
Ooh, man, I remembered shit.
Wow. Good shit.
And
What was that? High school English?
yeah, dude, that was a ways away. You know, like that. I got one. You know, I'm proud of that. I'm just gonna sit back. But was there? What is the lore of Pandora's box? Because you hear the term, obviously, they just opened Pandora's box, and it means shit's gonna go down.
Yeah.
You mean you don't remember the myth?
No, I do not.
It's where everything.
Hephaestus gave Pandora a box. I think it's Hephaestus. And they were told not to open it.
Doesn't have like death and plague.
Well, all the
bad
evil
shit.
things about humanity are in there.
And
her curiosity gets the best of her, and she opens the box. And then she closes it, but it's too late, and all the stuff gets out.
out pops Hope.
Yeah, that's the last one.
Hope's the only good thing in the box.
Which, if we eventually get to all the God of War games, that'll be explained better. But
So, do they bring in all those things to future God of War games?
at the third one,
Okay, because I don't see the overlap yet. They're just like, if you have the box, you become a god.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense.
no, it just gives you the power to kill a god.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you go across the desert of lost souls, and then you get to a horn, which you blow.
Yeah, you sure do, buddy.
Yeah.
Ow!
And you fight another series of annoying enemies, the sirens.
Oh, those
those guys.
That was another one I remember. I think maybe I didn't get in many hack and slashes before I played this, because I definitely played this when it came out, for sure.
Oh yeah.
But it was huge. It was huge when it came out. But I remember not really understanding hack and slash games, and the 3 sirens killing me so fast all the time. Like I was stuck on there for 2 days.
Oh yeah. Did you play it on God mode?
No, I was just bad at video games.
Oh, that's
Still am.
impossible in God mode.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But you kill the sirens and you blow the horn, and Kronos comes next to you, and then you jump on him on his back, and you slowly climb and ascend to get to the Temple of Pandora.
3 days.
Yeah, 3 days of climbing, which is pretty impressive because I couldn't do that.
Dude, I'd be like if I get 3 minutes.
I would have been surprised with 3 minutes. I don't even think I could hold my body up there for 3 minutes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and he's just like straight transversal. There's had to be ledges for him to chill, right? But still, anyway,
No, he's a badass.
it's true.
Yeah.
He just didn't sleep for 3 days. So now it's been Athens has been attacked plus 3 days now.
Yes.
It's a hell
And
of
you
an
get
attack.
into the temple, which is where most of the game
Now-
takes
Yeah.
place.
Who is this guy?
I don't know. He's just a random
The
gatekeeper.
body burner guy.
Yeah, with like one arm and a stump that looks like a turkey leg.
And he's that the Two-Face face.
Yeah, he looks like he's half skeleton.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And he's just like so fucking over having to burn all these bodies.
I think he's just like the keeper of the temple.
But the Harpies are dropping a lot of bodies. Like a lot
Yeah,
of people
how many
get
people
here.
get there? A lot of people climb in 3 days just to
Yeah.
fucking try this shit.
And there were a lot of them were fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's even a live guy later.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Yeah, I had no idea who this guy was. I tried to look him up, and there was no one like
don't
it. I
think
guess
he's
it was just
Based in mythology.
like a way to show you, tell you.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just a way to open the gate for you.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, another one. All right, let me call the Harpies.
Then don't the harpies attack you like all game?
There are enemies, but those are the ones you freeze with this Medusa thing because then they crash to the ground and shatter.
Oh, okay.
You can just grab them too, I think.
Yeah, you can. Just circle and it kills them.
Yeah.
You go through a little bit and then you come across Artemis, who gives you a sword that is almost useless in the game.
Yeah, what was the name of that sword?
I don't know.
Thought it had a weird name, but I
It
couldn't.
probably did, but I remember not using it.
Yeah,
'Cause the
I
Blades of
remember.
Chaos are so much
I remember getting it and then powering it up and using it a little bit. But as soon as I realized, oh, I have the Blades of Chaos, like it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. You can't swing around. It's not even
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, you can't spin it like.
Yeah, it should like turn into a whip or something. I don't know.
But one thing we did forget to mention is that, like, Artemis came to you as a holographic door.
Yeah, all the gods do. Yeah, we didn't
Yeah.
mention that.
And again, that's the problem I'm having with this is that all the gods are like, yeah, sorry, we can't get involved in any of this. but here's a rad weapon for you to fix everything.
Yeah.
And then eventually, which I would understand if it was all Zeus, but then Zeus comes at one point and gives you something.
Well, that's because you're like the god's errand boy.
Yeah.
You've been doing it for 10 years. You're just helping them out all the time.
It's a lot like that game we just did with the Medieval with the Hall of Heroes.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's all coming together.
Mm-hmm.
It's all full circle.
It's all connected. It's like this lattice of coincidence that just sits on top of everything.
Did you get that from somewhere?
Yeah.
Because there's no way you came up with that yourself.
No. Just the word lattice itself.
Yeah, that's how I knew it wasn't yours.
It's almost as if video games will have like one great idea, then everyone copies off it.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
So
It's fucking amazing.
it's fucking game. So, and then like the next 80% of this game is on the temple, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then, you find a body and you have another flashback where...
Oh, this is where you're fighting the barbarians.
Yeah, the Kratos leads an army, and they're pretty much unstoppable until they come across an army of barbarians who just slaughter his Spartan army.
Yeah, it sounds like the Spartans were doing some type of like karate shit. And
Yeah. And these guys have...
They come up and like, wait, you're not standing right.
yeah.
I can't fight you like that.
Yeah, they're all playing with their swords, and they're indie with the gun.
Yeah, exactly.
They're just slaughtering everyone. And then the head barbarian gets to Kratos, and Kratos cries to Ares for help, and the flashback kind of ends there.
Yeah.
And then you start your quest through the annoying thing that is the Temple of Pandora.
Oof, so good.
Fighting centaurs and
Trying to find
minotaurs.
heads.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that mechanic until I saw the cutscene movie. And it's
Yeah,
like the head of the architect, and you sham it, you shove it in a hole in the wall.
ShamWow it.
Boom! Talking's tough, guys. We've been over this.
I know. It's a
then-
bad idea to make podcasts if you can't speak correctly.
That's true. We should have thought this one through.
And then you eventually find hologram Hades, who gives you the Souls of the Damned ability, which is another ranged ability somewhat.
Yeah, I never
And a
used that one.
great
Neither
DJ
did I.
name.
Souls
Hologram
of
Hades?
Oh.
Oh, that is. Hashtag. Erase it from this episode so we can...
I'll go buy the domain before we release this.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
So you get that. And then I remember in the cutscene movie, it comes across the absolute worst of any of the enemies in any God of War game, the Satyrs. With their fucking...
Wait, do we do the Cerberus fight yet?
Yep, we passed that.
Oh, did we? Oh, I must not have written that one
And
down.
where you have to sacrifice the dude in a fucking cage?
Oh, that's right. That wasn't in the...
That's right before you talk to Hades.
Yes, it is before you talk to Hades, but there's a lot of weird stuff in this thing, like
the mechanical Minotaur.
who's a robot?
Yeah, sort of.
Kinda. He just has a lot
He's
of
more cyborgy.
armor on him.
Yeah.
And then you got to shoot it with logs.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah. Who built that log shooter? That's what I want to know.
I think it's the Atlas, isn't it?
I don't know.
All right.
And what's the practical application of the log shooter?
Yeah, exactly. And why doesn't that door open?
If you could have a log shooter, wouldn't you?
Fair,
Huh. Got me there.
fair. I withdraw my question. But after you fight Hades, so the satyrs are the staff wielding guys that jump around
Yes.
like a bunch of jerks.
Yeah.
I remember hating them a lot.
Yeah, try and freeze them with Medusa's thing. It was the only way I could ever beat them.
Yeah. And then you get another flashback here, don't you?
Yep. And it starts off from when, after he cries for Ares' health, and then Ares said he saw a god in the body of a mortal or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And so Kratos agrees to become the god's servant if Ares slaughters all the barbarians, which he then does in brutal ways.
Yeah, just like popping heads off like they're grapes.
Yeah.
It's pretty
And
great.
like folding them like envelopes.
Yeah, it was no, and I thought that was interesting that Kratos would be willing to give up whatever it absolutely took if
Yeah. His whole life.
yeah, everything, if he would just survive this one moment, or was it just more about winning?
I think it was both.
Yeah, I think he
Because
just
he
didn't
was
want
going
die.
to die and lose at the same time.
He's like, don't let me die, Ares.
And then after Ares kills them all, it shows the Blades of Chaos being attached to Kratos.
Which
are
we
pretty
haven't talked about
badass.
much, but honestly, I think one of the best video game weapons.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of a better one.
At all in any video game.
No.
Okay.
because they're just awesome. Like you wouldn't want to have. Oh, I wouldn't want them burned onto my flesh, but
Yeah, it kind of looks like it hurts, and it's an open sore all the time. He
Yeah.
has like bandages on it and shit constantly.
the flashback gives the origin of his weapons. They were forged in Hades.
Also another great DJ named Blade of Chaos.
Yeah, or forged in Hades.
Agreed. No, I think Forged in Hades is an album name.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
But in this flashback, this is where we see him talking, like the Oracle. There's another Oracle in this church thing?
Yeah, because Ares sends him to burn a temple of Athena.
Yeah. He's
So
like,
he-
this whole town worships
Yeah.
Athena. Kill her.
Yeah, they brutally kill everybody, and then there's an old oracle.
So are oracles just like earthly realm people Athena talks to, or are they any god? You know what I mean? Like, are the oracles tied to Athena, or are they just for
They're
any
tied
god?
to a god.
Yeah.
Like there's different places to talk to different gods.
Yeah, like the Athena ones are being this place in Athens.
Yeah. I'm sure there's like an Ares oracle somewhere, right?
Ah, sure, why not?
Probably just Kratos.
Yeah,
I mean, he
true.
talks to him directly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my boy Ares.
Yeah.
Give me these sweet ass.
But the old lady oracle like cackles at you and sort of taunts you a little bit.
She kind of warns you though.
Yeah,
She's like, "Don't go in there,
yeah, you'll regret it.
you dummy."
So then he kicks down the door and slaughters everybody inside in his bloodlust.
Yeah.
And you find out that he accidentally kills his wife and kids because the Blades of Chaos are just too good. He can't stop killing.
I love killing.
Once he starts killing, he can't stop
Yeah.
until everything's dead.
Yeah, that's pretty
But
good.
yeah, he just indiscriminately murders every human being in that temple.
Yeah.
Like we said, he's kind of a piece of shit.
So then he vows revenge on Ares. And
Yeah, is this where Ares tells him he's like, "I just wanted you to be the greatest killer ever." So I didn't
that
want
was the
you
next
to-
one, yeah. But,
All right.
well, I mean, you get Pandora's box soon after that and try and push it out of the temple. And then it has that flashback.
Oh, dude, when you get Pandora's box and Ares knows, he just like stops destroying Athena,
Yeah.
Athens. He's like, "Hold on a second." Picks
Yeah.
up a pillar.
Fucking dead on.
Just
Like
chunks
Hawkeye's
it.
that shit.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah, over across an entire fucking desert. He probably like had to account for all the wind and the sandstorms out there.
I know. It was fucking badass. Right in the chesticles.
Yep. So as he's pushing Pandora's box out, he gets crushed by this pillar. And then he has his flashback of Ares knew. and
Okay,
makes-
yeah.
As he's dying, and Ares tricked him. And then as the place is burning down, the oracle curses you to have the ashes of your wife and child on your skin forever, which is how he gets his white skin.
This makes him the ghost of Sparta.
Yeah.
Oof.
So everyone will know what he did.
Ooh, it gives me goosebumps.
I don't know how everybody's going to know just because he has white skin, but
Word gets around.
but he kills almost everybody he sees.
Yeah, true. I'm surprised he didn't kill that oracle.
Like, yeah, he might have respect for oracles.
Maybe.
Yeah, he
then-
murders everyone without even thinking about it. But as soon as he sees her, she's like, "Get out of the way, old lady."
Yeah, it's like, I ain't listening to no oracle.
Bullshit. Any hoodles.
And then Kratos dies.
Yeah, which I'll tell you what, did not see that coming the first time I played this game.
No.
I was like, I just got this fucking bullshit. Really? Oh, I see what we're doing.
End of the game.
And then you end up falling into Hades.
This is one of my favorite parts of the game. When you're falling and you just like grab onto this guy and he's like, "Hey, get off me, get off me."
And it happens to be the captain from the beginning.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh no, you again?"
And instead of crawling up his back, he stabs him in the middle of his back and then climbs
Just
up.
lets him fall. Oh, he really doesn't like that guy.
No, he doesn't at all. Oh, that was great. Great stuff. But so you, if I remember correctly, it's mostly platforming around hell.
Yes, and it's one of the most annoying. Climb up the spinning.
Oh yeah, I knew
Pillar.
that. I remember watching and being like, "This is striking a little fear in my heart."
It was that long pillar. And if you got hit climbing up it at all, you fell all the way to the bottom.
Was that
Oh,
the one with
it
the
was-
spikes and the hands grabbing you and stuff?
Yeah.
And there was like a spinning one too.
Yep.
Looked like
a
It spun
spine.
different ways. It was so annoying.
Yeah, it was.
But eventually you escape Hades and you come crawling out through the grave the gravedigger was digging.
How
about that
rope
shit?
for you?
Yeah.
Didn't see that comment. And then
Nope.
he says something like, Athena's not the only god looking out for you.
Yeah, you have other friends in the gods.
Ooh, what's that mean? Cryptic.
Cryptic. Ooh. And then he works his way to where Ares is, and Ares is taunting Zeus as he's holding Pandora's box in his little hand.
Yeah, he's just like yelling at the sky.
Yeah.
Like,
Zeus, you can't stop me. Ah.
yeah, eat shit, Zeus. Look what I got.
And yet the gods still don't do anything. Well, I guess except
They
throw Kratos at him.
Yeah, they did throw Kratos a bunch of times at him.
And Hades, who gave him that really cool power to summon demons from hell to fight for you, never was like, hey, yeah, that's kind of bullshit. I'm going to send you back up to the top.
Yeah, why didn't he just stop
Get out
you?
of jail free card.
Yeah. Why didn't he just be like, oh, you fell into Hades? I'll get you.
Yeah.
And if that, I guess so, it would kind of create a paradox. Like if that were the case and Hades can just pull people out of hell and send them back to Earth, why wouldn't he just keep sending humans back at Ares until they killed him?
True. I don't know.
But then,
Hope that captain makes it.
yeah.
Yeah, he's probably fine, I'm sure.
And then Kratos knocks the thing out of his hand with his Zeus lightning bolt and opens the Pandora's box, and it unleashes the power of the gods, and he becomes however tall Ares is.
He becomes tall.
Yeah.
Like 30 stories or some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Then you fight Ares for a while. And
Who just happens to have like spider shit come out of
That
his neck.
I was going to ask that too.
I think it was just to give him a ranged attack to counter your Blades of Chaos.
I guess because he didn't have any other weapons.
Yeah.
So,
But it doesn't really. I kind of just ignored that.
yeah.
And then you also he throws you back into your memories where you have to fight 100 different Kratoses and protect your wife and child.
Oh, yeah. I remember when Triano Commandi was at this point, and I was like, I never played the game. He's like, oh, give this a shot.
That was a terrible fight, too.
Yeah. That was like one of the first times I started playing video games again in 05. I was like, damn, this is awesome.
This is
your
what
ass
I've been
kicked.
missing. Oh, man.
Shit, yeah.
And, well, he's basically mind-fucking Kratos for a little bit, and he kills his wife and kids again.
Yeah. It's like, you saved yourself.
But you can't say...
No, you didn't.
And then he takes the Blades of Chaos away from Kratos.
Yeah, he takes your blades and your power. I guess he gave you power too, right?
Yeah. But eventually you fight your way out and you get back into the real world where you're just a tall guy against a god. And then you see a big stone sword over there.
Yeah, what was that sword?
It was
Sword of Zeus or some shit?
it was just a bridge that goes to the Oracle's place, I think. And
Yeah,
it's-
but he's like, oh, the gods did that.
yeah, I guess to put it there to help him. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
That's what I took it as. They were making the big, huge concrete gods in the gates to Athens. So they're just like, let's give him a huge sword. Maybe this will come in handy later. That's the way I took it.
Yeah, all right.
And then you fight Ares and you beat him. He's like, no, it's impossible. A mortal can't beat a god.
But you do.
Yep. And then there's a big explosion.
You're like a fucking nuke.
Yeah,
Tell me that didn't destroy Athens.
Apparently
that's a
not.
good one.
Oh,
It's like at the end of Return of the Jedi when the base blows up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, well, at the end of Return of the Jedi, a base blows up.
yeah.
And then it cuts to a real wide shot of the explosion, but our main characters were like next door to the fucking door. And you're like, there's no way they got away from that explosion.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
But anyway, Athens is saved. Yeah, the gods owe you, Kratos.
Yeah, way to go, Kratos.
Oh, the gods forgive you.
Yeah, now everything is going to be great, guys.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then, like, I guess a little time passes, and Kratos calls on Athena and asks him why he still remembers all his pains.
Yeah. And she's like, ah.
I said your sins would be forgiven, not that you'd forget.
Yeah, we forgive you, but what are you going to do?
And then, yeah, we can't do anything about your nightmares. You're going to have to live with them.
Oh, flashback to the beginning of the game.
Yep. And then it does the exact same beginning. Oh, the gods have abandoned me. Death was his escape from this madness.
Kratos
he
being
jumps-
very emo is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woe is me.
And then as soon as he hits the water, he starts flying back up.
How annoying is that? Why'd they wait that long?
I know. They could have stopped him as soon as he jumped off the cliff.
Yeah.
But nope. But Athena says that the gods saved him, and they won't allow him to commit suicide because they did them a favor. And then, which kind of is weird because they all are pissed about it later in the other games. Like, hey, you killed my brother.
Yeah,
blah,
why
blah,
didn't they could have just let him die and that would have been the end of it.
Yeah.
But apparently they needed a new god of war.
Yeah. So Kratos becomes the new god of war since Ares is dead.
Sits on a throne of bone.
And a castle of pain.
It was at least 3 days till his head died.
But yeah, at the end of the game, you're the new god of war, ergo the name.
That's it.
And that's basically it. That's the end of God of War 2005.
Yay!
Yay, everybody lives happily ever after.
Yep. There's no reason for a sequel because everybody's all happy.
And they show it like till the end of time.
Yeah.
Kratos is the god.
Yeah,
of
he's
war.
like dropping bombs and shit.
Yeah, they show like modern war in the background and everything.
Well, that's it. That's the game.
That's the game.
So let's go ahead and let's move to final thoughts.
Let's.
Okay, let's do that.
Or do you want to talk? You want to talk about the end of the game more? I mean, there's a lot of stuff to get through here.
I think we should go.
Do you have any?
Straight to Poppascotch?
Yeah, ask him.
All right.
Did the story work for him? Would he scores it?
Would you play it? Would you score it? Did the story
it had to be in
work
order?
for you? Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
50 episodes, dude. Come on.
So, all right. Would I play it? I don't think I would play it right now again, just because I know I played it when it came out for PS2. I know I played the remaster, and I'm pretty sure I played it again on Vita. So I don't think I have a fourth run through in me.
Yeah, plus it doesn't look as good.
And every God of War game after this, spoiler for future episode, but I feel like everyone the combat got better, everyone the replayability got better.
Yeah, definitely.
So if I was going to replay one, I'd just go replay the new one. But other stuff, story, I would say, so I wouldn't play it again, but that's not that much of a strike against it. It's just, I mean, if the other sequels weren't so fucking good, like,
yeah.
So I wouldn't take that as a strike against it, but I thought the story, it worked for me a lot because the structure of which it was told was great. The reveal of the backstory and like the three narratives going on of the different, like I said, how he became Kratos, what he did the 10 years in between, and then, now the story that's going on now. There were some plot holes to it, like I said. Zeus is supposed to be in charge of all the gods, but yet he can't stop any of them if they get out of line. Or the other gods couldn't rally against them. It's all very... I understand that definitely makes for a better story when it's more cloak and dagger conspiracy stuff. And they're all exactly equals. But at the same time, I gotta give some points off for that one. But the one thing the game definitely did do, and I thought did really well, was it was a huge scale that took place within the game. Like, it dealt with gods and classic stories and just wars and ancient civilizations. The scale of it was very big. We hadn't seen anything like that, really, until God of War came out.
Very epic.
Yeah, like, it was an epic. It was, absolutely. And then it also gave you so much room to do more sequels. And they knocked those out of the park, too. But, so I think definitely 100% story worked for me. Even though it wasn't like true to life. Well, I guess none of it's true to life. They didn't take exactly the same stories and roles from Greek mythology. They took the characters and made something fun out of it. And I think that was a great idea. So what would I score it? This is tough because if I think of the best God of War games, this is probably towards the bottom, but not because it's bad, but because that list is so stacked. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to score it a 17.
All right, that's fair. That's fair enough.
That's fair. That's real fair.
It's a hard, definitely over 50% for sure. But if I was ranking all the God of War games, I think everyone would be ahead of this one. But again, not because it's bad, just because the other ones are so goddamn good.
Exactly.
That's my piece. What about you, Dr. Syintist? Would you play it? Would you score it? Did the story work for you?
I don't think I played it again because, like you, I think I've beaten it 4 times already on 4 different systems.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still really good. I do like the story. I like any kind of story that's mythology based in anything. Like the characters, like the way it was done. I did like the storytelling, like you said. It was flashbacks. It wasn't annoying flashbacks that were half hour long.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't Metal Gear Solid it.
Yeah,
exactly.
That fucking game.
I mean, the game was fun. It's one of every God of War game is the best hack and slash of its time. So, story worked. Yes, I enjoyed it. I gave it a 15.
15. All right. That's fair.
Yeah. What about you, Chump Slap?
What about me?
All right, let's go to the end.
Would you play it? Would you score it? Did the story work for you?
Oh, that?
Yeah, exactly.
No, like you guys said, I wouldn't play it. I don't think it looked... I mean, for its time, it was fucking amazing looking. It's like the best thing ever. But looking back, I just grew up too much. And I couldn't play it again. I would definitely play 3, 2, maybe 2. I don't know. 3, definitely I'd play again. But story, I love the story. It's amazing. I love the Greek mythology shit. I like how it parsed it. Like, it all happens in 3 weeks, but like you guys said, it went part of the story going on now, flashback, part of the story going on, flashback. Kept you in suspense until you're like, oh shit, that's what happened? That's why he's so mad at Ares?
He's a little angry.
Kind of pissed. I don't know. I could see why, but
Yeah, well.
let bygones be bygones.
I mean, he didn't kill your wife.
I know, it's been 10 years, dude. Fucking let it go.
Right? Just get over it.
But yeah, okay. Wouldn't play it. Story worked for me. I gave it a 19.
All right, so that's a lot of math. 51?
Sounds about right.
Yep, 51. That's what I got.
All right.
And just like normal, a couple seconds behind Syintist.
Well, that's because you're on a delay.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, sure.
It's definitely it.
Let's go with that. Perfect. Love it. All right. Well, anything else anybody wants to say about this modern classic?
Like I said, it's something that got me back into video games.
Yeah, I mean, I think it hit every beat it wanted to. I didn't mention it when I was going over it, but the game played well.
Yeah.
Like,
definitely.
It played real well.
Yeah, the combat feels fluid.
Yeah, this is back in the day before glitches and shit.
Day one patches.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, so it had to be super tight right out of the box, and I think it nailed it.
Sure did.
All right, well, with that, that's going to take us to our favorite segment of every week, which is Syintist's Lock of the Week. Click.
Click, click, boom!
Every week we ask Dr. Syintist for a 100% guaranteed gambling pick, and to date he has never been wrong. And, this is the last episode of 2019, so this is going to be the last Lock of the Week for Dr. Syintist.
Ooh.
So I hope it's a special one. Dr. Syintist,
Better not get this one wrong.
I won't.
what do you got?
All right, we're going to the U.S. Championship for wife carrying.
Oh.
I'm saying take Jeremy Rome and Olivia Rome team. They'll do it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are they the ones that slipped last year in the mud?
Yeah. But they've been practicing a lot.
Okay.
They'll probably finish the whole course in under a minute, I would guess.
Oh, my God.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
His legs are stacked.
Yeah.
Did you say wife carrying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like a piggyback contest.
Yeah,
isn't it?
sort of. Yeah. But you have to carry your wife.
Well, I mean, what can I say? But Syintist, you saved the best for last. You absolutely crushed it.
For
Undoubtedly.
sure.
But
And it's a sure thing.
yeah. Yeah, you're going to want to take everything you got, and then you're going to want to sell it, get that money, take that money, go to a pawn shop, sell that money, because this is a guaranteed pick. So that'll take us to our favorite segment of every week, which is also the last installment of Chump Slap's recommendation window.
Wah! Yeah. Hey, y'all, come down to Chump Slap's window.
It's open.
Well,
Get
now it
off
might
my
not be the
lawn.
last one if we keep nailing it like
Today
that.
will be a day of infamy.
So I will go ahead and say, usually I come up with a topic to ask Chump Slap for his recommendation, and I think about it as I'm saying this right now. So, and I got
brown
absolutely
sugar,
fucking nothing
is
this
my
week.
favorite Pop-Tart.
So this week, for the final segment, Chump Slap, give us a recommendation of literally anything you want.
I think you just did.
Brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts, motherfuckers.
Boom.
Best Pop-Tarts they got.
I don't usually disagree with you, Chump Slap, especially.
Oh, tell me you're a fucking strawberry guy.
No, strawberries
s'mores.
gross. The s'mores, bro. It's always the
S'mores
s'mores.
is the way to go.
I thought I knew you guys.
Well, I thought I knew you with brown sugar.
Chocolate for breakfast.
Yeah, man. Look, we're gonna have to end this because we're gonna be here all day.
Yeah, this has to be the last fucking recommendation window. I'm shutting it down.
I think
Painting the window
you're right.
shut.
I think you're right to do it.
Someone crack a window, will ya?
Get the stank out.
Okay. Let's say someone desperately wanted us to save these 2 bits and not move to something else for next year. Where can they send that email to, Mr. Chump Slap?
You can send it to plottytime@gmail.com. Once again, plottytime@gmail.com. The name of the podcast.
Yes, 100% guaranteed response rate. So let's keep that going. But it doesn't work
Show.
if y'all don't send us emails.
Nope.
So moving on, if they wanted to tell us on the social media landscape how much emails suck, and they're not going to do it, where would they find us on those things there, Dr. Syintist?
At Plotty Time on Instagram and Twitter.
Perfect. Well, we got one more episode for you out in December, and then we're turning the leaf on the new year with all of our best ofs. So come back for those. They'll be great. And anything else we want to plug? Anything we got coming up? We don't have anything, do we? Chump Slap will finally finish Death Stranding.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll get that for you guys. I know I've gotten so many emails that are like, you should really just do it. So I might.
So is that going to be your first game out of the gate 2020? What about you, Dr. Syintist? What's your first game for 2020 you're planning on playing?
I have no idea.
Minecraft for the first time.
Maybe Control.
Ooh.
Attaboy. I'll take Control. Great game. Maybe
What about
we
yours?
talk about it in a future episode. Who knows?
Yeah, what are you going to play first?
I think I'm going to go with that copy of The Outer Worlds.
Oh, I thought he was going to say Ghostbusters.
So did I.
No, I plan to have that shit done by the time January.
Oh, snap.
He isn't going to get it done.
No,
Bold
I won't have it
statement.
done, but I plan to, son.
I mean, bold-faced lie.
Yeah. All right, let's end this. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get out of here. We'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, toodaloo.